stay down, down. I'm just stuck here in a dream. I'm at the bottom of the ocean. I'm at the bottom of the sea. I'm gonna stay down, down. I'm just stuck here in a dream. At the bottom of the ocean. I'm at the bottom of the sea. I'm gonna stay down, down. I'm just stuck here in a dream.
roll. Broadcasting live from the basement of the Pentagon. This is WTF Nation Radio.
This is a public service announcement from C.T. Fletcher. I will not contribute to the pussification of a nation. Get your punk ass out there and work for it, motherfucker.
Morning, Sergeant Major.
How do you know what kind of goddamn day it is?
Beautiful morning, Sergeant Major.
Are you a fucking weatherman now?
You're listening to Sergeant's Time on WTF Nation Radio.
But out in the gutter seat, of course, I got my battle buddy extraordinaire, Spanky.
Hey y'all,
Oh,
that's me.
girl, how you been, man?
I know, I missed you. I've been like out running the world, or
I know.
taking
Well,
over the
I
world.
was just like posting on the shits and telling the social media guys, hey, y'all, I leave Sergeant's Time for 1 week, and all the Army's now doing a bunch of crazy shit.
Right?
Deep within the basement of the Pentagon, of course, like you just heard, somewhere over area, hanging around Oria. Sorry, I had
Oreos?
Oh, yes,
Oreos?
exactly. How did you know? Because the little guy was asking for some cookies, so I was like, I had that in my mind. Area 51, somewhere in the basement of the Pentagon, somewhere in the basement Well, Area 51 is a giant basement. And then, of course, you know, the basement of the Alamo, maybe in the cornerstone next to the Masonic plaque in the Alamo, and somewhere in Cheyenne Mountain next to the Stargate, maybe somewhere out in the prairies. Shit, we're everywhere. Pacific Northwest, we're everywhere. So, anyways, thank you all for tuning into Sergeant's Time. Damn. Well, first off, Spanky wanted us to show some. You wanted to see something, some seashells.
I absolutely do want to see this.
Okay, so the main page posted. The main page posted. How do I say this? The main page posted a video, and everyone's freaking out. Everyone's going nuts about the video because, you know, it's the video. You know, always like to post and the videos, and everyone, man, is freaking out. We've seen the everyone from physician's assistants, spinal injuries, chiropractors, and man, they're
baby mamas that had epidurals.
Yeah, exactly, baby mamas had epidurals, surgeons, everybody, to include the jokes. The VA has saved this video to pre-deny your claim. So here's the thing, which I think is kind of funny, and it's kind of true. If we post something, when we post something that has happened, like an accident, we kind of, first thing we do is, like, if there's troops involved, if they got in an accident, and is everybody okay, or say minor injuries or something like that, or, you know, okay, cool, you can't park there, or a joke comes along with that, and then, you know, normally that's like a normal disclaimer. If somebody was killed in an incident, or there was a serious accident, obviously it's not going to get posted. We have had claims from the VA. The VA actually, well, not the VA itself, but soldiers had said, hey, a while back you posted a rollover and everyone was safe, but, you know, come to find out years later, my back's hurt, blah, blah, blah. And can you find it? Like, just recently, we did a historical archive search for the summoning of LeBron James to the Lakers or something like that. And we were able, and that was like 2018, 2016, that should happen.
Right.
And so that individual that was, I think he was part of 5th Group out of Fort Campbell that was in an MRAP rollover, And nobody said, nope, didn't happen, couldn't prove it, blah, 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 blah. So guy asked, hey, man, I was in an accident, and I think you guys posted it, and you know, back, and I wasn't injured back in the day, but now I think everyone's saying that it was probably due to the accident. Can you get a photo of it? I'm like, give us a time, give us a window, and then we just started searching, and the team was able to get the fucking image of that rollover, and there we go. The individual was able to apply that to his claim, and it bumped it up. I mean, I guess he had something twisted in his spine or something like that. So, you know,
This providing public services.
we're providing public services, but we're also providing you public warnings.
Yes, we are.
we are a target feedback publication, public, I guess you would say, website, social media empire. If there's something that is currently under investigation, or something that needs to be removed, it'll get removed after a certain amount of groveling and all. I'll say it. So there, dude, could you please take that down? That was posted on here, and that was involved in an investigation. A few years back, it was a lot of helicopters flying really low or doing some crazy shit. Well, so Spanky said, I want to see that video. And I said, okay, you want to see the video? And I'm like, okay, you want to see the video? Well, Lord have mercy. We will see the video. This video is soldiers in the barracks, and they're providing, how do I say this? Providing rudimentary and very crude method of acupuncture.
I gotta see this.
And I will play this without the sound because they were like screaming, going, "Oh my god!" So so it'll like reverberate through the headphones, but you could just see,
Right.
you could just see right now. There's a soldier being right there, and there he goes. Bam! There's one dart. Bam! There's another dart.
Ooh.
Bam! There's another dart. Ooh, that one looked like it was deep too. And then was like, of course, Joe's being Joe. No, I got one more. And this guy, look at this guy right here. He's gonna pull a haymaker. Watch. And
Those aren't even good darts.
now look, we were
close.
We were going back and forth to say, hey, how much do we post? Now the video is actually longer. And there's I'm just gonna say there's a lot of blood. And so, I mean, yeah, it's ouch. Everyone's ouch. Yeah, welcome to the peacetime military. Exactly that, Pip. This is what your Joe's gonna do.
Joe thing.
This is the most Joe thing ever. And I don't. Everyone's like, oh, there's paratroopers, blah 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 blah. No.
They have to be blue cords, right?
They're blue cords, but they're not at Bragg, or they're not at Liberty. I'm sorry. I'm back. Josiah, where you at? I did see.
Oh, I see the hat. I see the hat.
Yeah. So he was. You see Josiah in there behooving in the chats already and all that. So there he goes. So it was. I mean, whew, we were actually worried. Oh God, that hurts. Oh my God, holy shit. That last one's the one that got me.
Yeah.
Watch. The guy's just gonna.
I need to know if there's alcohol involved in this. There has to be, or else that hurts a whole lot worse.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
I don't see any. They could be completely, just real Joey.
Right.
Doing this sober for funsies.
Well, I mean, like Pip says, man, peacetime army gonna peacetime army.
I know they got too much time on their hands.
Too much.
Isn't there some motor pools to sweep?
Yeah. Isn't there some sort of fucking clean? Isn't there some motor pool lines that need to get lined? Is some grass need to be cut?
I know. With scissors.
I mean, oh man. I mean, again. So here we have okay. So, because people are like, it's almost kind of funny. It's like how everyone's like gauging how WTF Moments posts their stuff now. Hey, bitch, we're not the fucking Army Times. we're not military.com. We're not Task and Purpose. This is a page. What am I drinking tonight? I am drinking out of my coffee cup, and I'm drinking today's coffee with this show is Bustelo. I need to order up some Stocking Mill coffee, so I need to get some coffee Bustelo here. Of course, out of my Doctrine Man mug. But, people are like, Hey, why you posted this? This is showing this. This is. I don't think you realize what U.S. Army WTF moments means. I mean,
Right?
we're kind of like quasi a globulous freaking blob of social media, entertainment, advocacy, veteran empowerment, veteran business advocacy. I mean, I'm sorry if you're. Of course, you all can develop your own page and your own social media stuff to do yourself, and you know, how many? It was 24.
We do what we want.
Yeah, well, it's not. You know, see, it's
I know.
it's almost like with the reason. I mean, me and you. I mean, come on, me and you've got back and forth with some shit that's been posted, and we're like,
Right.
and then there's been a hey. Who posted that? And you want to find out which admin posted it. Like,
Right? I'm
was
like,
that you or me? Was that you, Ken? Was that you?
I know.
I guess
like-
apparently I have some sort of style of posting when I comment on something.
Oh, I can definitely tell when it's your comments.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
That I can tell. Oh, absolutely.
Oh, you can tell when it's me. Yeah, because
It's a tone.
oh, I have a tone. Okay, gotcha. I didn't
You have a
realize.
tone.
I didn't
You have a
realize.
tone.
I didn't realize text had a tone. So,
Absolutely.
so people get fucking pretty wrapped around the axle on what we post up and stuff, and it's like you need to take that down, and that's OPSEC. Hey, look, let me tell you something about OPSEC. The Army just announced all these units that are getting ready to go do their operational deployments over in Europe, and so there you go. That's it. So if the Army Times has a rotation schedule posted, and the Army has released it as well, it's not OPSEC. It's and you know,
It's absolutely not.
and everybody needs to know what the fuck OPSEC means. I mean, we've had posts where someone says, "Hey, can you post this? We're getting ready to depart at this time, and we're going to leave at this time, and we're posting at this time." I'm like, dude, we can't post that shit. We can't. I mean, or another admin were like, "Hey, man, we got it. You're going through some stuff right now, and you can't post where you are at."
Right.
Once you get on the ground, it's a different story, because everybody knows we got troops in Poland, Latvia, you know, all the Eastern countries, Romania. So it's kind of like, whatever.
Right. We can see your snap stories.
Oh yeah. Hey, don't be coming after a fucking Facebook page when your TikTok has got a bunch of shit over it.
Right.
So again, it's pretty. How do I say this? There's irony in this. There's a lot of irony in that when someone's like, "Oh, you gotta take that down," and I'm like, you don't realize you're like talking to. You bunch of dweebs. You guys are a bunch of fat fucking specialists. I'm like, okay, all right.
Yeah,
Oh, well, one of them went to green to gold, so he's one of them went to fucking, you know, one of them went to flight school, another one went to, you know, okay, we got some woes, we got some field grades, we got post KD commanders and senior NCOs. There was another person that just hit the retired roster, so a part of the admin team. So, woo, yeah. So if you see him in the chats in there, he just hit retired. I'm the only one that's going to be out because they always see the drama that I get. And they're like, fuck that noise. I'm not going to get my front door posted because I posted something on the page. So, but so to go, I'm bleeding somewhere into this. And that's because this was me. This was a Ken post. I was the one that posted it. So if anybody wanted to, you know, I was the one that was I was the one that had something to do with this one. So you guys know that every time we post something on WTF Moments, when somebody's not wearing their uniform correctly, they're not wearing a top, they're not wearing their ball caps or PCs or berets, or their half-ass uniforms, we post it, right? And I'm noticing a trend. Actually, the other admins are really noticing a trend, and also fucking me and Spanky have talked about this too. And I will say this: I will 100% say this, and I'm actually going to make a meme about this. I watched the meme crew is going to go back to the lab to get our bolts tightened so we can just start wrecking shop on the memes, because what we're seeing is that when it's any soldier, it's a soldier, enlisted, woman, black.
Oh, yeah.
Latino, Asian. You see him out there fucking without a top. The inbox is flooded with that shit. Inboxes, you need to fucking hem this up. Fuck these guys. Well, did you make a correction? Yeah, I did, and they corrected it. And the next thing you know, like, why didn't you post it? Well, if you corrected it, then there's no need to post, right? Then you know, normally the posts that go up will be the ones that, if there's attitude. Well, this particular post had some serious fucking attitude. An individual, they were at Costco. These two individuals were at Costco. And guy goes, "Hey, what's up with your buddy not wearing a fucking top?" Something to that effect. I'm paraphrasing because I don't want to, that person to get ID'd. And the individual that turned around and walked away said, "No one gives a fuck about uniforms except for you."
Mm-hmm.
Now, again, if it's a woman, Joe, lower ranking soldier, walking around with a, no top on, no hat, immediately inbox is flooded. It gets posted, and guess what happens? This is why the Army is woke. This is why the Army's fucked up. Back in my day, that soldier would have been handled. You need to be in complete fucking uniform. Maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm in a different army. But this post goes up, and it's like, come on, bro. It was a spur ride, bro. Come on, bro. This is a spur ride. A guy's, hey, look, man, I've known, and Soft doesn't. I'm gonna tell you what. There's some lane walkers in Soft. They get right back in fucking uniform when they come back when they're finished with their lane walking.
Yeah, I didn't think the spur ride was a spur ride in Costco.
Yeah, I didn't. Well, I mean,
is
they were
that
like,
where they had it?
Well, I didn't realize the spur ride could be in it. Immediately adjusted to the AR-670-1. I didn't know there was a spur ride addendum to fucking AR-670 or DA-PAM 670-1. Now, the funny thing about this, the real funny thing about this is that other captains said, "You need to post this shit." Officers, his peers, were saying, "You need to post this shit." And of course, everyone's defending the guy in the Spurs, which, of course, Cavs going away. So it's not like
Cavs gonna calf.
Cavs gonna calf. We always make fun of calf, no matter what. But the thing was, I think the reason why it didn't get a spur ride is anywhere you want to be. Oh man, woo, spur! Yeah, you ain't lying there, Pip. Especially at 2 a.m. at Cody's, man. I've been there, over hanging out in Cody's, over in Killeen. God damn it, Bobby, back in my day. So when this was, because I did normally what I do when there's something from the inbox, I'll tweet it out. I was like, hey, let me see what it looks like on the twits. And other captains, other individuals, other officers were like, drag this motherfucker. Because this is what the dragging was initially going to be about. Was going to be like, hey, the dude's out of uniform, maybe you should take correction. But the dragging, the reason why there was such a, I don't know, hey, you need to fuck, this guy needs to realize, was due to the fact that he made that comment that no one gives a fuck about uniforms except you. And that right there, I'm gonna tell you what, I know some friends right now that are watching. They always, they try to watch my show. Some of them are at Fort Liberty, and they're out and they do the stuff on the dark side of the force. And they know that when they come back, they leave that cantonment area from the dark side of the force, they get in proper uniform, or they completely just get in civilian clothes. So you don't know that they're in the military. And so they know once you leave that cantonment area, you're no longer a spicy soft boy. You're just gonna go and wear the right uniform, blah 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 blah.
Or civilian clothes.
Clothes.
Like what? How hard is that?
Yeah. Well, apparently it's pretty hard because the comments in the fucking post went nuts, and I'm like, dude.
Oh, I saw them.
I was like,
I saw them.
How the fuck are you going to sit there and send shit like this? Because I guarantee it. If we were to post something with a chick, can I say chick?
Yeah.
Can I say chick?
Oh, you absolutely can.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
Yeah, you can, because again, if that was a chick or that was a woman,
yeah,
it
would be woke.
That would not have
if
been
it was a Joe, woke. If it woke. So, yeah. So
because it's all this. He's just getting stuff for the troops that are on sport. Right? What, y'all didn't know this was going to happen?
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. The comments. There's over 2,000 comments in there, fucking saying, fighting back and forth with each other. Even I went in there on my my Facebook page. I didn't go as the page. I went in there as Ken. Hey, hey, this is going on. And then somebody ID'd me. Somebody was quick. Hey, this has to be an ICE post. I'm like, oh shit.
I didn't even have to do it.
I didn't have to do it. Yeah.
I didn't even have. It would have, like I said, my blood pressure was already I was already mad about something else. I was like, I cannot even get involved on this post in the comments because I'm like, I don't have time to make people feel bad today.
Yeah. Look, I'm also going to say this to all those that were shit posting in the comments, support and non-support, and saying how the page is wrecked and all this other stuff. I'm just going to ask you this question rhetorically. I don't want to expect an answer, but this is a broad brush question. Have you ever messaged the page before for assistance? And if you're butthurt about the page, what did we not do that you wanted us to do that got you so pissed off? So that's also the question in there too. I see some familiar faces and comments in there, and I'm like, okay, So yeah,
It's real funny when you see the commenters that and have seen them comment on those same kind of posts, especially when it's a female.
Oh,
Yeah.
as a
And
matter of fact,
I went digging for receipts, and I
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
I'm
I was
gonna
saying,
get angry today. So let me
yeah,
move on with
exactly.
my
I
life.
was about to say,
Oh.
I remember you were highlighting some stuff. Didn't this motherfucker say this shit was woke or this whatever? And this motherfucker said this is it's just a spur ride. But then we're really quick to post how fucked up women in the military are just for being a woman. You just like look at a TikTok. See a TikTok with a woman in uniform without her top. I mean, she's wearing her t-shirt underneath, but
But she's in like somewhere that is private, not in a Costco. She's like in her barracks room or something else, dancing in that. I'm sorry, there is nothing wrong with that. And anybody that says otherwise, it's just mad for no reason. It'd be mad.
Yeah, be mad.
More
Exactly. Be more
You
bad.
should be mad because anytime you walk by something that's out of rags, you just created a new standard, and you're just as wrong.
Bingo. And then when
Yep.
Yep.
We're good because I am retired. It is not my business anymore, and it kills me to have to walk by stuff like that. But if it was that captain, I just tell him like, "You're a piece of shit," and walk about.
That's what I'm saying.
What I would have said.
Again, the
and
post.
just let him know.
The
you got
post.
some old lady now.
The post. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, some old me and you walking around Costco, getting the barbecue stuff ready, and they're like, "Oh, damn it, Ken! Did you see that guy?" I'm like, "Yeah, fuck that dude." No, but my thing is that the post wouldn't have not gone up had he not been a dick.
Yes.
I mean, a simple understanding would have been, hey, but once you piss off the WTF Nation, man, they and again the comments, I was just kind of like, I was reading the comments, going, yeah, okay, the followers knows what's up. They know the right from wrong, and yeah, you get some goofballs in there that like to throw out, well, maybe he was doing something that you don't know about. Wow.
No, he was in Costco.
He was in Costco. Yeah, everybody knew what he was doing. So. Yeah, so that's the comment about that. Oh, that's our commentary about that specific post, because again, as soon as we posted that, some of the randos that I saw in there, some of the guys that I saw, again, I'm gonna ask the question again: Have you ever sent like content to us, and we didn't post it, and then immediately you could do like you said, do the correlation on who got mad that we didn't post something of theirs because, and like you said. They oh man, and they even go. That's the funny thing, is a lot of people we kind of make it obvious that we're part of WTF Moments, you and I love when they try to engage us. Fuck this page, fuck you, fuck this, fuck that. These guys need to fucking go, blah 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 blah. And then we see them in our inbox. Hey man, can I come on your podcast? I'm gonna say right now, don't fuck with Spanky. Don't fuck with if you spite Spanky and you don't know who you are. I'm just saying.
I mean, that's another thing. You just never know who you're talking to.
Yeah, you don't know who you're talking to.
And yeah. I will back up everything I say. I am not scared because I don't say anything that I don't mean.
Right.
And that's just it. I just don't. Like,
well, what's the number rule of mill meme media pages, Fight Club? You don't shit talk other mill pages. You don't shit talk other pages. Hit us up in the DMs, but don't go openly fucking going off on a personality of any page, and then you fucking like. Again, if we're attacked openly, well, guns come out.
Yeah.
But you don't know when the guns are coming. We'll be like Israel. We've been blowing up them pagers, son.
You need a new phone?
Yeah, you need a phone. Yeah, exactly. Are you sure you want to tweet that? Are you sure you're posting that? Oh man, so yeah, everyone's and the hate. Yeah,
the only place that captain should have been, other than like his AO, in that uniform, would have been an ER. Like if there was an emergency situation, that Costco.
Exactly. Well, see, Pip brings up an actual question when action figure therapy was a mill meme. If you guys don't remember action figure therapy from back in the day. Everyone were kind of like drawing straws and doing the rock paper scissors on who was going to interview him, and it ended up being all the hosts that interviewed Dan from action figure therapy. Now here's the thing, The thing with Dan is that he came on from Action Figure Therapy to come on and discuss open dialogue, not shit talking nobody, not shit talking other pages,
Right.
but I want to come on and tell you why I fucking feel about this, which was not his support for Trump. He did not support Trump whatsoever. So we're like,
Right.
dude, we don't fucking the politics stuff, man. We get it. I mean, we understand there's some politics with like the VA or Congress trying to fuck over a veterans benefits or military retirement, yada yada yada. That right there, I could totally understand. But this guy went unhinged. So we like went. I mean, all of us were like, dude, why are you fucking going off? And it's like, fuck this, fuck that. And then he's like, you know what? I'm gonna stop. He's like, I want to stop, and I want to come on the show to tell you how I feel, and I'm gonna take my licks. And it's like, but I'm gonna throw punches back. And we're like, cool. It was probably one of the most formal discussions of disagreements that I've ever had with another mill media personality. And it was, dude, it was such a successful event that dude sent the staff. He sent everybody like, didn't he send us all fucking t-shirts and stickers and swag? Cause I remember, I remember mom going through it. Hey, Ice, what's your address? I'm going to send you some shit. Like from who? Action Figure Therapy sending out t-shirts as like, kind of like a token of like breaking bread and understanding and appreciating, he was appreciative for coming on. So again, he came on and
we can agree to disagree.
Right.
If it's,
if he was cordial, he didn't call anybody any names.
Yeah.
Some of his jokes and some of his quips that he was saying were pretty fucking funny when it came to Trump, and they end up more than likely being true because he's unhinged. He's this, and he's fucking this. He's gonna fucking say the wrong shit. I guarantee it. Some of the shit that he said was true, and I mean, back in the day it wasn't, but now it has come true.
Right.
And we fucking were rolling. I mean, like I said, we were kind of. I listen back sometimes, and I'm like, dude, that was some good military meme media page to military meme media page going back and forth, and it was cordial. There was no attacks. There was nobody sending fucking each other, fuck this page, fuck that, fuck them. No, he was cordial. So like I said, I got respect for him, even if I didn't agree with him for coming on. So,
right.
But oh yeah. So now
That was some funny stuff. The Action Figure Therapy.
yeah, it was some funny stuff. Yeah, because the t-shirt that he sent me was like, because I said something and he fucking was like, I'm gonna send you a t-shirt for that. And it was one that says, I'm gonna butt fuck your soul. He sent me that because I said something similar like that. And he's like, you're all cool, man. Appreciate it. I love fucking arguing with you. So, hey, Dan, if you're listening, hope you're doing good, man. Again, great talks. Okay. So me and Spanky were kind of filtering some stuff in the inbox, and we decided, you know what, let's talk a little bit about the inbox and what's been going on. This is from a soldier from the 82nd Airborne who just got out. And kind of just wanted to just kind of like give his what he was thinking about as he was getting out. And I kind of like say, hey, dude, you want to fucking post about it? You want to like, no, I just want to get this out. And I'm like, how about if I just read it out to the audience, put it on the podcast, and then we can have it discussed, and that way y'all can listen, and other people can come on and talk about it, because the 82nd, I'm sorry to say, that's the army that I knew in the airborne world. That's 82nd. Individuals say that's like, oh, like the cult. They're like fucking the Marines. Rah, rah, rah. I just say that the most unique organization on the planet. I know everyone likes to give them fucking hate, but I'm just saying, 82nd. Hey, I love that organization, but it's not without any. Again, like any organization, it's not without any problems that will come up due to their rapid response capabilities and their op tempo, because they've been fucking busy. So I'm gonna read what he said, what the soldier said. This paratrooper said, leaving the 82nd. And that's a quote from here on out. Quote, things senior and junior leaders should take into account when soldiers exit the Army are giving just a small formation and thanks to those who served. I served for over a decade in the Army and worked all the way to my final day in the unit, making sure the transition for the next guy would be easy and no hiccups would occur. I delayed picking up my DD-214 so as to make this happen. And what did I get for this? No NCWR, no word presentation, just an ARCOM in my iPerms, and not so much as a goodbye formation. Or no formation, no nothing. Are these things that are mandatory? Absolutely not. We hail and farewell lieutenants who haven't done a damn thing for the Army or their units. Anyone who volunteers deserves at least a proper send-off from their peers. It doesn't have to be much, but I promise it will be something that they will remember. It's a final good impression you can leave on those departing. After all, none of us had to do this job. We volunteered. I'm not asking for civilians' gratitude, but you should make everyone matter. Even if it wasn't a great contribution, they showed up. That's more than 99% of the American people. This isn't in regards to chapters or negative separations. This is for those who have finished their service, whether it be an ETS, MedBoard, or PCS. These are just my thoughts exiting the Army. And if my unit were to offer to rectify this, I would tell them no, but do better, and do better for the next individual. And that's the, I guess you would say, exit survey, exit interview, exit comments, exit critique. So
That unfortunately happens to so many. And that's the last impression that someone gets of the military is the one they're going to share.
right. The last story. Not to mention it's not the last story that they're going to have in their minds, but when when Baby Eyes gets old enough and wants to join the Army, and I didn't get any of that stuff, I would probably say, yeah, they fucked me over when I left.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying they did, but I'm just saying that they so what was you see that comment in there? I'm a guard captain here. Please don't Helen farewell me. Just leave me alone. Sorry, Captain. You're going to get farewelled. You're going to get it. Even, like I said, like that soldier just said from the 82nd, the veteran that just picked, he just left the 82nd. He wants to, he just left for the next guy. Hey, I guarantee it. I was the same fucking thing, dude. I want to retire ceremony. I'm fucking get the fuck out of here, blah, blah. This, and this. And then come to find out my soldiers behind my back that I served with did it, set it up. And some NCOs did it. So.
Yeah, I personally didn't want one either. I mean, I was at a unit that I hadn't been at that long, and, my family wasn't there. I'm like, but the thing that did get me, like, my award that I had to write myself, by the way, wasn't done before I left. And, it did get mailed to me. And it's just the little things like that could have been done.
Right.
And because I definitely wrote it in plenty of time, so, the other thing that got me is I am like on terminal leave and I get a call from like the S1 asking about so and so and so and so. I'm like, I am already on terminal leave, so no, I will not be there. And like you're the S1. Why do you not know where I'm at? Like,
right. Not to mention the fact that then any awards or any actions that you need as the S1 when they try to have you come in, they're not going to hold it against you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so,
They wanted me. So it was something to do with my award. I'm like, yeah, here's my address.
Yeah.
Have a great day.
Yeah. I mean, again, I looking back, I'm glad they did. I'm glad they did. I was able to give that.
Yeah.
I was able to give a fucking retirement speech that I didn't expect to give. It was just I just drank a little bit of bourbon and then just pondered my thoughts out in the backyard, looking at the bugs flying around, and I said, I'm gonna do this. And I wrote out. I went old school spanking, put it on 3x5 cards, man, to fucking
Oh.
And I even had like edited versions, so that way if a specific person was in the room, then I would say something with that person there in the room, but they weren't there. So, but yeah, I know what you're saying. But again, hey, guard captain, I'm not gonna drop your name because I don't want nobody to get you in trouble. You're gonna get. Don't let me find out where you're at. I'm gonna farewell you.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You're gonna get farewelled.
Because I guess they are important. They are important. And like I said, for me, that part really wasn't. I mean, it was just like, I kind of had one at a luncheon, so it wasn't like really in a retirement one. And they did make me a nice thing and everything. And I appreciate that. I just really didn't want a huge ceremony or nothing like that. I really didn't. Because, like I said, the people that mattered to me most were not there.
Yeah.
So, and that's fine. And again,
well, I was kind of given like clearance from the people that weren't going to be there to say, yes, do it. You know what I mean? When I said, hey, can you fly out? Come on. They're like, no, I can't make it. Blah, blah, blah. And then they're like, we're sorry, blah, blah, blah. And like you said, they actually said, yes, you should do it. And I was kind of like on the half. So Hots and Cots is in the chats. Man, Hots and Cots, you're everywhere, dude. You're like, you see Scoping? He's I'm gonna tell you what, Hots and Cots. I'll tell you what. We'll do the plug after with Hots and Cots. What's up, Rob? How you doing, man? But yeah, see, Hots and Cots. He got nothing when he got out of the guard, so now he's on his villain arc of creating Cots and Cots, getting all the information from the WTF Nation and getting it and posting it and all that. Now everyone's like, what was it like that guy? What was that like that dude on Star Wars Episode 1? This is getting out of hand. Now there are 2 of them, you know? So
You're assuming I've seen Star Wars. I'm kidding.
oh, man.
I've at least watched it once.
Yeah. Well, yeah. We have to sit down and do another showing because I know there's sometimes I make a reference and you're like, I don't know what you're talking about. And then the next scene, I'm like, okay, we got to do another showing. And then we end up eating tacos and talking shit. So that ends up not happening. So
I know.
what was that when we went to that concert, a George Strait concert in fucking
Right.
and I was being your all security, and then I fucking
I never watched any Star Wars.
Yeah, I was said we never watched the Star Wars after that. As a matter of fact, we were eating tacos like a motherfucker, you know.
Right.
Exactly. You're like, hey, how was it? Blah, blah, blah. I got some tacos. You guys like, get the fuck out the way, you know. Next thing you know,
Right.
you guys are just wolfing the tacos down. So that was a great time. But anyways, yeah. So look, man, it's one of those things. Like I said, that trooper from the 82nd that just left. It's an impression. That's a story that he's going to tell his family members. He's going to say, hey, man, what was it like being part of America's Guard of Honor? What was it like being in the 82nd Airborne Division? Rah! You know, fucking Normandy, rah! They didn't give me shit when I got out. Is that the impression you want to hear? You know what I mean? So post all the meme pages, of course, that are along that. They're like the same fucking way. They're like, man, this is fucked up. So, okay. The next inbox topic that me and you were discussing. And we're kind of like going, what the fuck is this? All right.
We say that a lot.
Yeah, I know. That's kind of like.
I wonder why.
I wonder why. Yeah, it's
kind of like
the name of the page. What the fuck? So, okay. I'm a scenario here, and I'm gonna bring up a scenario. Soldiers in the same organization will never work to each other. They'll never be in charge of each other. One's a buck sergeant, and the other one's a corporal or a senior, about ready to be a sergeant as well. And they're involved. Now, again, it's not uncommon for soldiers in organizations, although highly not recommended, but, you know, do your thing. We're not the moral police. We're not going to sign up for Ashley Madison. Sorry, that's in the news. Did you see that? I know this is not Monday topic, but it's still going to be a Monday topic. Can't wait to talk about that. At any rate, so 2 soldiers in your organization, and they are of separate ranks, but they're almost, you know, like one rank, one's promotable, yada, yada, yada. And you find out as a leader that they're involved. What do? Do you A, mind your business? Do you B, mind your business? Or C, be fucked up and try to get in between them and try to throw fraternization charges on them? I don't think you should be doing fucking C. And
No, it's promotable, and that's the key there, and then not in the same chain.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you something right now that you'll be surprised how many friends, allies, and support you lose when, how do I say this? When you move in on somebody that they wanted. I'll say it right fucking now. This sounds like a Reddit post. There are some haters out there that will sit there and will legit now. I'm serious. There's some haterade out there that if you are and this is both. If you're a male soldier and you were dating an attractive female soldier in your organization and vice versa, you'll find out who the fucking haters are. You'll find out where investigations are being happen and will happen for no reason. You'll find out that they'll like, yeah, I saw him do this. Yeah, I saw him do that, but we'll shake your fucking hand to your face. So this one's a doozy. This one's kind of this is a long one here, and I said I was gonna discuss it, and so I had to make sure. So we were dropping some names. So if I say the first sergeant, then that's the name we're only gonna drop. So I don't want everybody to like, who is it? I'm just gonna say the first sergeant. So this all fired up when the first sergeant somehow got word that my significant other wanted to get married. The first sergeant decided to pull him into a meeting and started asking him questions without reading him his rights. Almost as if she was looking to pursue adverse action, or I. So he naively And you could tell this. you could totally tell the girlfriend was like dumbass, psh, you know.
Right.
So he naively admitted that we wanted to get married. In response, the first sergeant gave him an ultimatum of going through with marrying me or face fraternization charges or break off the entire relationship. That night, he told me everything and said we needed to space from each other until we figured out what to do. I'm going to tell you this. I ain't saying shit, and it is none of your fucking business, First Sergeant, if you are getting involved in some shit like this. Is it a disruption? Another thing, too, the fuck's a First Sergeant doing all this stuff?
Right, exactly.
First Sergeants, you don't, hey, First Sergeants, I know you're enforcing the standards, got it. CSMs, you the same thing, make sure uniforms and shit like that, SOPs are good for uniform wear, yada, yada, yada. But you don't make policy. You don't do the policies. You enforce this fucking standard. And that's it. So then a week later, the commander counseled both of us and put us under investigation and ordering us no contact. So he's been living with a friend while we've been under investigation for wanting to get married. And we're both facing field grade Article 15s for loving one another or wanting to marry one another. And I'm telling you, like, dude,
take that court-martial.
That right there, I mean, like I was saying earlier, it's like, wow, I come back, I leave fucking Sergeant's Time for a week, and y'all just throwing this shit at me. So now the commander is claiming that they lied, and also about the time the commander got involved, they were already ready to break things off. So when they got counseled, there was technically no relationship to discuss. I'm gonna tell you what, dude. If my personal dating life is getting involved by it, and I'm gonna tell you what, I'm gonna tell you what, Sarns, I'm gonna be real fucking careful when you do this. Take it from somebody who's a divorce enthusiast, who's dated veterans, commission, warrant, enlisted, NCO, yada yada yada. Check. Make sure you talk to JAG. I mean, it sounds fucking corny, is what it is. But at no time should any command team be getting involved in anyone's personal fucking business. So when they got counseled, there was technically no discussion. There was no relationship to discuss. It's meant to be familiar with Article 1 to 4, and I do not, in fact, think this applies to any of the two that face of exactly that. Now, my first sergeant time, I'm gonna say in the organization or the career branch or career management field that I served under PSYOP and under aviation, it was common for us to contaminate each other with each other. there was PSYOPer on PSYOPer crime, with each other. There was intermingling. Hell, there was even intermingling with the PAOs, with the public affairs, with the commo kids, with the contractors. It was fucking commonplace, just like anybody else. Now, somebody was talking about the comments about the Garrison Army. This is what pisses me off about the Garrison Army. Y'all a bunch of fucking haters out there. Here's what I'm going to give you. I didn't want to say this to the person, but I said I will discuss this and give him my personal thought. It's just I think there is some fucking haterade and some bitterness and some fucking salt from the first sergeant and then the commander because of who the guy is and who the girl is. So we both utilized our Fifth Amendment during the investigation. When he gave us our closing counseling, we said that we both lied. Well, so now he's not only stopping us from getting married, but now he's saying we're about something we never answered to. Except when we both said at the first counseling that we're not in a relationship anymore. Dude, this is like fucking, I can't even believe we're wasting manpower on this shit. I cannot believe this. So the first sergeant started all this up 12 days before the first sergeant left. And it is suggested that the reason why is because the first sergeant's spouse recently got discharged from the Army for a DUI. Do we need to get into that detail? I mean, the thread of the story is... I'm just saying. So the first sergeant was the one that started it. And now the company commander is obviously blowing it up and recommending for Article 15s. And the first sergeant, from what I see, and as I was talking to the person inside the inbox, completely manipulated and abused and retaliated against relationship. Dude, we're talking about a fucking relationship. Something that has nothing to fucking do with anything. Not a disruption of good order and discipline. I don't care. Both individuals serve in career fields that would never be in charge of each other, if that makes any sense.
Right. And it's a promotable specialist, right? Corporal now, right?
Yeah.
Like,
sorry, they're about to be
yeah,
sergeant.
they're all
so
like
they're literally about the same rank.
Same unit. Not even yes.
About the same rank, as I would say.
Yeah.
I'd be looking at it. I'm going to tell you what. If I was first sergeant, and
not officer enlisted, nothing like that. Yeah,
exactly. So, they don't. Again, like you said, they both don't work together. They never have. They never will. And then the command, they know that they've been dealing with 2 promotions from this one soldier being held, obviously because there's an active investigation happening. So now they're separated for now. I'm gonna tell you, dude, this right here, man. I'm like, when they spoke to TDS, they said that we should just go ahead and go through with getting married. I'm gonna tell you what, dude. Leaders who get involved in your personal business in that way just fucking incense me. I mean, look, y'all have your own fucking personal morals and your personal fucking upbringings and how someone is developing a relationship. And I'm gonna say, anything prior to the marriage could be faulted to as fraternization is what they're saying, but there's no evidence of it. Even pleading the fifth. So I think, it's just me too. The first sergeant violated the guy's rights by asking about something that was none of his business. It's almost like, are you fucking him? Are you fucking her? Are you fucking for real? You know what I mean? It's like, are you literally asking about that?
Well, and that's the other thing. If she is questioning someone without reading their rights, like, she has already messed up.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, go take the court martial. That's like,
yeah, exactly.
I mean, like,
yep, exactly.
Thrown out, no matter what.
Yep. So the relationship, and again, I spoke to the person here, so they were the ones that said I could talk about this. So I didn't want to fucking, because to me, I think this is like, I'm getting too, this is too close, brother, I don't like getting in your personal business. You know what I mean? This is your own lane. This is your own relationship stuff. I don't like getting involved in something like that.
Right.
So the relationship began when they were both in different brigades, and they were going to be she was going to BLC to Big Tub, and then she got picked up, and then when she moved to his brigade, attended BLC, there was some other drama like about that shit too, because. Dude, I'm gonna tell you what, people are in their fucking business for fucking everything. I want to know, like, why. Like, it's almost like some individuals are trying to keep a grip.
Sounds very personal.
Yeah, it sounds really personal. It sounds like, what did you do to this soldier to make you fucking want to do this that you're preventing this soldier from revealing? So now, she missed out on picking up corporal, picking up sergeant in May. And now fighting the fact that there is an open investigation for this, and now this is there's a fraternization case on this shit because all they wanted to do was get married. So there is the thing that really pisses me off, that this command and this I'll review everything in a minute. Is that of course there's talk amongst the unit, talks amongst the offices and stuff like that. And the soldier was told that they found out that there was actually somebody who took their own life because they went through a similar case as this. And I'm thinking, look, everybody knows when it comes to suicide and stuff like that, I know there's some personal responsibility to it, but I do know that there can be some factors involved.
Right.
But over at 23rd BEB, 12 SBCT, 7th ID, that's where it's at. And I'm gonna tell you what, this is where I'm keeping an eye on. I mean, I'm taking this, I don't want to say personal, but I'm like, dude, why would you even get involved with anybody's personal relationship status when there's no harm, no foul, unless you have something on you that you don't want to reveal. I mean, that's what I think. I mean, that's what I, again, hang on, let me put my tinfoil, tinfoil. I think there's some tinfoil on here. There's something that is preventing this young couple. Because now, at this point, I mean, loyalty to each other, loyalty to you're trying to place loyalty of a relationship to the Army, to the organization by guilting them that way. That's just me. I think it's fucked up. If only they put this much.
I agree.
Yeah, if only they put this much effort in actual fraternization. You ain't, bro. I know you ain't lying, right? Fuck. I've heard of SGMs marrying PFCs. What's going on here? What? Really? There's some SGMs marrying PFCs? Huh. Damn.
I mean, I do know
you know,
that has happened, but I think that was before they changed the fraternization.
yeah,
rules.
there's a lot of rules like that. Yeah, exactly. 90% of the people are actually like guilty of said same. Exactly that, Corey. Exactly that. And like I said, being a divorce enthusiast, being married a few times, being dated of that realms of each of those realms, I ain't saying shit. You got me fucked up. If you're gonna tell me I need to fucking marry somebody or not marry somebody, that I'll be honest with you, I don't even think that the Army should even have fraternization to this bullshit unless it's a stacked fucking charge with, like, I don't know, fucking your subordinate.
Yes.
Fucking your subordinate, and everybody fucking knows about it. That could place, that could just be a disruption of good order and discipline. Doesn't matter fucking rank.
Right.
Like that one comment.
I mean, I completely agree. That's how it should be.
It should be it should be a stacked charge. So, like, for instance, if you're fucking married and you fucking, did your shit, whatever, blah, 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 it's fraternization case, you get divorced, blah, blah, blah. But if you fucked your subordinate and you're both married and one of them is married to another service member or a retiree or a GS or contractor, whatever, I fucking think that right there is a stacked fucking charge. Like, it should add like another slap to it. Does that make sense? It's like,
yes.
Fucking...
And like I said, I don't even think there should be like any rules against, like, lieutenants and NCOs or whatever dating. Like I said, as long as they're not like, leader and.
I will say this: in my experiences, I've dated officers, warrants, sergeants, PFCs, specialists. Dated. I know people are like, "What? You fucking what? There was nothing wrong with it at the time. There was nothing wrong with it at all. And honestly,
I mean, I was a private dating a warrant officer again at that time.
Yeah, it was not a big deal.
Illegal.
Yeah. And not only that, but again, I always say the reason why, and it's just me. The reason why I say they fucking do a fraternization policy because they don't want them sergeants getting them young lieutenants and young officers there from all the field grades that want to try to get their shot.
Yeah.
And that's usually been the case on some of the haterade that I've seen. Well, actually, some of the haterade that I've experienced because of that, because of dating. Dude, I haven't even dated fucking outside the. I'll always say outside my rank, outside the branch. Like I was dating somebody in another service. Oh man, they wanted to hem her up.
Oh yeah, because I think the Army was the last service to change the fraternization laws.
Yeah, I have to
or
look
laws,
it up.
rules, regs.
Yeah, I think so. I have to look it up because I was like, again, I think it's
because it wasn't they had to get in line with the rest of the DoD because it wasn't, like it used to not be like, oh, you could officers enlisted couldn't date.
Right, yeah. And I'll be honest with you again, as long as you're not in a chain of command. Had a first sergeant that had an obvious crush on an E5 and used to warn the males away from her. Damn. Oh man. That's what I'm saying.
That does not surprise me.
Does not surprise me. That's what I'm saying. They want to collect their pride. They want them for themselves. Dude, I'm gonna tell you what. Fucking, I've witnessed it. I've witnessed it with field grade officers on junior women officers, and they always like to say, "Oh, I'm gonna take her under my wing. I'm gonna show her the ropes."
You know what that means?
And then me and my fellow first sergeants or NCOs are like, "What the fuck? What did you just fucking say, dude? That sounds fucking creepy. Can we think like that? Can we think, dude's just like fucking damn." ICE is just like the dependent guy in base housing, bro. I married all ranks. I am a divorce enthusiast. I should have I was going to name a different social media platform for being a dependent. I don't want to do that because Lately, people have been stealing WTF Moments ideas and shit on stuff, so it's and the content. So I'm gonna keep my mouth shut so I don't get my shit Favreau'd. I'm referring to John Favreau. So yeah, exactly that, Simon. Fuck someone else's soldier, just not your own. Don't fuck your troops, and make sure they're like not with anybody else too. Or they're not in some sort of fucking senior military officer. And I'm doing a very big fucking subtweet right here. Well, vocal? Can you say vocal? I'm dropping some hints. Story coming out of fucking. We got 3. Dude, the stories that have come back that I've been working on have piled up. Got 2 more stories coming out of Womack.
What happens when we go away?
I know. Yeah, 2 more stories coming out of Womack. I still got to get some feedback from the stories at Fort Liberty in Softland. So yeah, I'm like, fucking dude, you all are fucking, God, you guys are killing me. No, I'm just joking. You guys aren't killing me. This is, I don't want to say that either on air because I know zucked.
Everything's fine. Everything's fine.
Yeah, I'm fine. I do not want to harm myself, and I'm not posting my Ashley Madison fucking shit. I'm just sorry. There's a Republican congressperson or congressman, I guess, got busted for being an Ashley Madison and comes out to be a perv. That's gonna be a Monday edition to conversation. So do it, take a break.
Join Monday.
Join Monday for the Monday edition for all the shit talking. So again, what about it? What about when the new hot chick shows up that dudes can't resist? I'm gonna say this right now.
Oh my God.
You've seen, me and Spanky talked about this a while back, that every time when a new soldier comes in, the first thing everybody says, oh, it's a he or she. Oh, okay. And if it's a she, and all the guys chime in, is she hot?
Yes. What does she look like?
What's she look like? Yeah, what's she look like? Where's she from? Is she married? Blah, blah, blah.
Everybody's like running, craning their neck.
Exactly. Everyone's craning their neck, all that shit. Oh, man. I had some attractive soldiers in my organization before when I was in charge of troops, and I had the same thing, dudes. Fucking dudes were like, dude, hey, how about you? Why are you here? Well, I'm here to talk to. No. Why are you fucking in the company? Why do you want to fucking talk to this person? Well, I was just like wondering, can I get on a job? Come on, dude. Come on. I don't really outright say it. You trying to? Yeah. Her husband will fucking beat the fuck out of you. So, anyways, so take a break right quick. Take 5, and then we got one more story that we're gonna go over. Actually, yeah, 1.5 more stories we're gonna go over. And then actually, one of them is a follow up from a post that we did, and then another one's gonna be the another story that I'm just laughing at. Fucking, it's hilarious. So, anywho, we'll be right back. Shouts.
Shot.
If that's really a thing, and I get authorized to do it once, it's pretty much gonna be me sitting there talking shit, like, constantly.
WTF Nation Radio. WTF Nation Radio.
Take it from me, Ice. You can't just float around space not caring about stuff forever.
The voice of U.S. Army. WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Shit in the bag, Pogue.
All you Trekkies and TV addicts, don't mean to this, don't mean to bring static. All you Klingons in your grandma's house, grab your backstreet friend and get loud, pulling doors off inches, grab you with the pinches. And no, I didn't retire, I'll snatch you off with the needle nose pliers.
Back into the overhaul with the evil you never seen before. Gliding in the glaze, like no green, the like a racing with the bass, so not goofy like they're in a haste, so I'm a hip-hop, making it nice with practice me running that you know. Oh. Remain calm, no alarm, cause my farm ain't fast, so what's up with that? I got friends and family that I respect. When I think I'm too good, they put me in check. said, son, you better listen. Stuck in your is an electrician. Like the scientist. When I'm applying this method of controlling my mind like outside a rap the Duke of what? Now, hey, but now what the deal? I didn't know you go for that mass appeal. So I'm calling to Lucci, some my potato. I stole your mic, but you won't see it later. Cause I work magic like a magician. I add up the mathematician of the bank cashier, engineer. I wear cotton in the
I'm gonna cruise past ya. Your money, don't jump yourself. Put that back on the shelf. Flames blazing, yeah, I'm phasing. My crew's amazing. We're working on the record, just stay patient. Just stay patient. Check it out. What's it all about? We're working out. Let's turn this party out. Check it out. What's it all about? We're working out. Let's turn this party out.
Now I go by the name of the King Admiral. I don't wear a cup nor a job. I bring the that's beyond bazaar, like Miss Piggy. And I am the one with the clientele. You say I'd rock, you rock so well. I got class like pink champagne. Let's see, ain't got the mic.
Facebook Live. I've never heard of this shit.
I am here determined to stop this future atrocity.
This station is now the ultimate power in the universe. I suggest we use it.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
Everything stated on WTF Nation Radio is to be considered the opinion of the person that stated it, and not an official representation of WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments.
Price does not include tax, title, or license. Some assembly required. Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
please enjoy the show. Shots.
Back for the last half of Sergeant's Time, last few minutes, just to do some catching up and some follow-ups and kind of laugh at everyone freaking the fuck out about some shit that they should be freaking out about. Of course, myself, Ice, and Spanky back in the chayats, back on the streams. Okay, so. Way back in WWNOM, there was a I shouldn't say it like that. I've got to take this seriously. There was a post that was posted on there was content that was posted on the main page about a well, here, let me just yoink that up right quick and let me show you what it was. And it was a post that was circulating around most of the webospheres. Talking about these specific organizations that were now, again, every time we see a slide deck, we always immediately say, this is not the Army that did it. It's some rando who's in charge that likes to throw their own, how do I say this? Their own spice to it, their own twist to it, their own opinions to it, whatever. Not going, of course, with their force protection measures. So this was posted back in July. And of course, there were some questions here to the organizations of the National Right to Life, Operation Rescue, and the Choose Life license plate, and named it in terrorist groups. Now, today, and I'm just to give you guys a catching up. Today, Congress went after Army. Can I say went after? Or they questioned?
Oh, they went.
Okay, they went after. Yeah, they questioned. They
questioned sternly.
Yes. They questioned sternly about the, well, okay, I'll say it. They got their asses chewed out. As Patty
deservedly so.
Yeah, exactly. As Patty Nyberg from Task and Purpose posted, Army leaders have been chewed out by Congress. And basically what it was is that it was a PowerPoint presentation that, of course, everyone sees. And they were questioned by the members of the House Armed Services Subcommittee on Military Personnel about it. And so the Assistant Secretary for Army Manpower and Reserve Affairs told the committee the PowerPoint slides were used for anti-terrorism training were inaccurately referenced. I was going to play some video, but they're going back and forth and bantering and all this other stuff. I would give you guys a follow-up on what happened, because everyone's like, oh, nothing's going to happen. But something did. So investigation did come out that the slides in question that were developed in Fort Liberty had been in use for training since 2017. So Schaefer said that the investigation found that the slides were not reviewed or approved because, quote unquote, local policies were not in place for renewing or improving sub-training slides. I've never heard it like that. Sub-training. I guess it's like I say, the Army has some slides that they put out, and I think that's what they mean by people putting their own spice on it and their own recipes. So, Lieutenant General Patrick Matlock, Deputy Chief of Staff for Army's lead official in charge of planning programming, said the 18th Airborne Corps Commander directed corrective action. Corrective actions have been completed, citing privacy concerns when asked for specific information. Quote, the individual who created the training has received corrective training. Okay. Of the training of excellence. So the individual, I'm sorry. Right. I'm not trying to laugh, but it's just the way the comment, because the comment, I had
corrective training is always fun.
Well, yeah, but I had to watch like, no, he said it like that. And yeah, it was. So the individual who created the training has corrective has received corrective training, has been retrained as the trainer, and continues to perform corrective training. I'm like, there's no
continue to train
because they need to
you have
train.
new slides, you need
I
to
was like,
train.
you know, fucking way he said that, and I'm like, oh shit, he really did say that. So the individual who created the training has received corrective training, has been retrained as a trainer, and continues to perform corrective training of excellence. Becker Prack, quote, I'm not going to describe specific acts because those actions reside within the chain of command. Is not our policy to discuss those. Matlock also said that the soldiers who completed the training were not specifically told they've been misinformed. Yeah. So shout out to all the pages that because this got like spread around to all middle media pages.
Oh,
So
it did.
it wasn't like a fucking. It wasn't like it was. Oh, okay. One person broke the news. It was like blasting it out. Like all the soldiers that were in there were like sending it to everybody to post.
Yeah. So my question is, you're allowed to train people wrong and, give corrective training just to the trainer, but all these Joes or whoever that got the training are allowed to just have incorrect information.
Well, see, that's the thing. You're right. Because
so
now
what if you were training them? Now they think these people are like, I am not saying I'm pro-life by any means,
right?
But I do not think these people are terrorist organizations.
Correct.
Just
right. No, that's what I'm saying. It's like immediately.
I've been on this earth more than a 21-year-old private.
Right, and so private
might literally be.
And just like that fucking that's like that fucking 82nd Airborne Trooper said about his experience in the Army before he got out. They're going to remember that. They're going to remember, dude, did you know that if you have those, because I guarantee it, there's some individuals that probably went and got told, hey, if you have a right to light plate, you're a terrorist. People are like, no, get the fuck out of here. No, for real. And it's going to spread. You know how the smoke pit is? They're going to fucking spread it. And so,
right, again, like this might be some 18-year-old private that gets this training that has never had any kind of training like this before and doesn't know any better.
Right. Well, here's
unless
the
he's
thing.
Seen the meme pages.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, let's see, follow the meme pages. So here's the thing. Both sides were asking, dude, what do you mean you don't know fucking what happened to the corrective training of excellence for corrective training? How do you not know? I'm going to tell you, I said something on social media, and I said, imagine you are a staff weenie briefing a 3-star or 2-star, hell, just your brigade commander, and you say, I ain't going to say what happened for corrective training because that's within the chain of command. Aren't you in the chain of command? I mean, wouldn't you have no problem? I mean, to say something? Because both, like I said, both sides of the aisle were like, wait a minute, why don't you fucking tell us what happened? And of course, it's because the Army recent update to its extremist policy and noted that during the recruitment process, the service has a method of screening out recruits with upgraded our video to 4K to see so much more yuck. Oh man, come on, Corey, I'm always yuck. So yeah, Geraldo gave a better brief when he gave away troop movements. Ooh, that's a sore topic. So again, it was when the DOD. It's always funny, but like you said, it's always somebody adding their stuff to it. That's why I don't like the adding to, but you can't take away bullshit. And some drama sometimes that happens that the Army puts out. It's its own drama. IPS A is supposed to alleviate all the motherfucking shit when it comes to going on leave. And soldiers still have to do in triplicate, sometimes 5 to 10 pages of fucking hard.
Leave one of your kids here with me before you can go on leave.
Yeah.
Just so I know you'll come back.
Exactly. So that's the follow-up on that. It'll go up on the U.S. Army WTF Moments main page, and also it will go on the WTF Nation Radio's Facebook page. So, okay, last thing before we do some housekeeping, just a little funny. Everyone's losing their shit because submarines now are going integrated with men and women, and I think it's funny because it's like, dude, people are gonna have sex. Well, guess what?
What?
Oh no,
they're already fucking.
I'm about to say they fucking on land. What are you talking about? So you ain't worried about it. You ain't talking about. You're bringing up nothing new. Well, your grasp of the obvious is inspiring, but yes, people will fuck. And
I mean, they're throwing darts in their back. I think I'd rather have sex.
Ooh. So again, Patty Nyberg, knock it out of the park, out of task and purpose. I like Patty. She's she's been doing some pretty
like
good
Patty,
writing. Yeah,
too.
yeah, she's been doing some great writing. So it will be the first gender integrated submarine, which I mean the ships were integrated as well, and served in positions that was previously off limits. And what did they do? They modified the subs to have, drum roll, more doors. That's it. And that's all it is. It just changed a couple of little slight modifications to the berthing area, and that's it. Where soldiers sleep in the washrooms, and of course the Chief Petty Officer Lounge. So again, God, you guys, man, fucking just stop. I'm gonna say it now. At this point, I don't even know if some of you guys are fucking Russian bots or fucking Chinese bots that are saying that the army is gonna melt. The army's fucking falling apart. The military is woke because they added a couple doors so women can serve on subs.
Oh my gosh. They're probably the same people that think it's okay for, the captain to be all, catty and Costco.
Oh, you went there. Oh, man.
Oh, yes, I did.
Oh, man. Yeah, you're right. The ones that are crying about women in the military serving in those positions are probably the same ones that were saying, come on, bro. It was a spur ride, bro. Come on, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys are fucked up.
Let him go get his churro.
Look at his churro. Ooh, now I want a churro.
Yeah, they have some good ones at Costco.
Yeah, they do. I was about to say I gotta hit that shit up. So, anyways, that's the key stuff on the Sergeant's Time front. It's time for housekeeping.
Let me get the lemon pledge.
Yeah, get it. Okay, guys, real quick. Dudes probably finger banned themselves. Dudes probably finger what? Corey, what are you talking about? Dude doing what? We don't kink shame, but damn, what are you talking about? Is that something you saw on a P. Diddy write-up or some shit? Oh, that's a Monday. So right now you listen to Sergeant's Time. Of course, Sergeant's Time. I guess you would say it's kind of like the fucking professional development of, I must mean the motorboard guy, yeah. So here's our lineup. Sergeant's Time, of course, is back. Monday Editions, of course, is back. Tomorrow is FTX. I think there's a bye week this week. Yeah, I think there's a bye week. He does it every other week. Kind of like how Kaz used to do the Friday Night Freedom. And of course, Saturday weekend co-ops with Nemo and the crew over at WTF Nation Gaming. And then Sunday is the sports bar with the actual King Smith. And of course, what do you hear? What do you say? The coach. The Monday edition, of course, myself and Massey will be talking about all the political drama that's going to be happening. Of course, being that this is election season, WTF Nation decides topics and all that. Tuesday, Pop Culture Warrior. Cool, man. My man. Michael, CQ.
Some disgruntled person.
Yeah, yeah. He's got like the most angriest fucking co-host on the planet. The Angry Elf and Mad Mike. I don't even know if that even lined up like that.
I know.
It just lined up like that.
I mean, it's a thing now.
Yeah. Now they're just angry. They're like the anti-pop culture. But anyway, so CQ, of course, helming that. And then Wednesday right now with the Smoke Pit, they're kind of taking a break right now because there's some stuff that they need to handle. And then next Thursday on the 26th, I will be having a guest. I got to break, dude. I got to clean up. We got to get freaking. I got to clean the studio. I got to clean up all the podcast bumpers with all the vulgarities and stuff like that. Command Sergeant Major Schmidt. He is the USAR PAC CSM. Jason Schmidt. He's going to be coming on to discuss USAR PAC's role in the Pacific because I don't know I don't want to say bad, but I don't know what they do. I mean, every time I'm seeing something about a new island getting used, a World War II island getting developed, or some other, we have to shift our focus to the Indo-PACOM. Yeah, exactly that, Spanky. I don't even know how to parade rest anymore. Do we gotta stand? I gotta get a haircut. So yeah, CSM Jason Smith, he's a pretty good dude. I met him back in the day when I went public at AUSA. So if you guys don't know, USR PAC is the theater army in the region named for two oceans, of course, from the Arctic through the jungle and across island chains. The Indo-Pacific is our home. I mean, I gotta get schooled up. Most of my time has been in Africa and the Middle East and Iraq. So to me, the Pacific. I mean, Spanky, you're my go-to on the Korean Peninsula stuff, but
right.
Having
too much time there.
Yeah. Hey, when he comes in, I got a lot of questions. It's gonna be on for an hour, but to me, it's just one of those things where like, man, dude. I mean, because I'm curious, because everyone's kind of like talking But not talking? You know, I call my gardener. Yeah, I got to paint rocks. No, Jason's pretty cool. Everyone says like, dude, he looks mean. I'm like, nah, he's cool as shit. When he gets talking and he gets to his, he starts talking about the organization. He starts talking about, that whole area. I've seen videos and some stuff and some tweets and stuff like that. So he's pretty responsive. So I'm looking forward to having him come on SGT'S Time next week. And then, week out. I mean, we got more, again, all these tentative guests. Everyone's got like tentative guests. So I always see in the ops CQ, like so-and-so's going to come in, but don't put it on the calendar yet because I got to wait.
Right.
So same thing with me. I might be involved in some stuff off site and then, see what happens. But other than that, Spanky, you got anything?
No, I'll save it for next Thursday.
Oh,
I'll save it for next Thursday.
Okay, is it good or bad? I mean, can I like?
Oh, it's good. It's
Okay,
good. It's
gotcha.
good. I just want to make sure it's all locked in.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, you saw the emails. So real quick, everybody, last thing before I plug, make sure you share, like, and follow. We of course we are restricted on the main page at Facebook from live streaming because somebody cried about one of our posts, and so I guess people are gonna get upset. Real quick, make sure you go anytime. How do I say this? Anytime you have a complaint, anytime you have something about your facility, your DFAC, your barracks, dude, we have been referring now from the get-go because we post once in a while when Rob posts at Hots and Cots. Hit up Hots and Cots. Download the app. It's pinned to the top of the page at U.S. Army WTF Moments and WTF Nation Radio. You can download the app. Dude, I'm telling you what, this is where I don't want to say this is worse. This is worse for the Army to not. How do I say this? To cover it up? I don't want to say they cover it up, but damn, dude, 2 decades of barracks being trashed, and all that. You just got to freaking. You can even get some swag too. Matter of fact, let me see. Is this shop open? Yes, sir, baby. Whoop whoop. There you go. WTF Moments, the collaborative mugs. They're up. All proceeds for this, for us, we don't get a dime. This is to support Hots and Cots. This is support Rob in his travels and also his site maintenance, app maintenance. So that way he can still deliver the quality reports, reviews, and all that. I'll be honest with you, man. He's been all over. He's been on NBC News. He's been freaking on Fox. Not Fox. He's been on CBS News, NBC News. Been in local news around there. So of course he's been a guest on our show. He's knocking it out of the park. So again, go to Hots and Cots. I'm reading this thing kind of like backwards because I'm looking at the mug. Look at that sexy mug. Look at that.
It is quite beautiful.
It's a sexy mug, and
I mean,
one side is on is the main page one. The other side is the radio one, and of course, facing you is your platform for quality living in the military, Hots and Cots. And so again, WTF Moments and the WTF Nation Empire is not taking a dime of this. And even got little baby onesies too. Look at that! Oh snap! Look at that little baby onesies. Oh my God. So get your slaps, your drip, and again, download the app. So again, shout out to Rob. We appreciate working with you on this collaborative effort, man, because I guarantee it saved me a bunch of work. When I said no, our merch is not available on Amazon, no matter what anybody says. Dude, God, I don't want to pre-announce anything because I'm like, I get excited. Like, I'm a bad spoiler person on a movie. So first thing I ask, have you seen this movie yet? And you say no, but you could tell me, then I'll go into full spoiler.
Oh, yes.
Because sometimes, yes, yeah. Because Spanky will do the same when it comes to like when it was Game of Thrones and Rain of Fire, whatever you want to call it. And the Dragons of Fire or whatever, Flames Above, whatever you want to call it. Anyways,
House of the Dragon.
House of the Dragon, yeah. So Spanky, I will be like, hey, so who's this? Okay, have you seen this yet? No, but I might want to like. Okay, here's what happens. And the next thing I get the full Game of Thrones.
3 hours later.
Yeah, 3 hours. Exactly 3 hours later. The next thing you know, okay, so there's this guy, and there was this guy who used to come on and talk about Game of Thrones in his urban voice. Tyrone Lannister, dude, I remember those. Tyrone, we still love you, man. So if you're out there. Used to give his urban version of what happened with Game of Thrones, and that was oh my god, it was hilarious. So if you're out there, Tyrone, let us know. But anyways, yeah. So again, I have some stuff working for our merch as well. So I don't want to spoil it because I don't. That's like removing the blanket off of a statue that is not even done yet. So I don't want to do that. So again, more to follow on that. So. Yeah, you better call Tyrone. Tyrone, let us know when you're in there, because we oh man, he had us in stitches that last time. Oh god, when he was talking about the finale.
I could not stop.
Well, I could not stop laughing. Oh man, I could not look. I'm half Mexican, half white. Okay, Tyrone is Tyrone, so I could not have had any. I could not repeat some of the stuff that he said due to his he was going off. Let's put it this way: if it was a gangster rap song of Tyrone going off, it'd have been it. So, anyways, so with that, again, make sure you download the app Hots and Cots. Any issues that you have with Hots and Cots, let us know inside the inbox, and that way we can tell Rob so he can work out the kinks and stuff like that. And then of course he got a Facebook page too. So we like to do every bi-weekly or monthly, depending on what he does, what he has for updates. And then that's it. We post. So, yeah, and was born in Mexico. Well, there you go. I'm first generation American. So there you go. So, anywho, with that, I think that's it. Well, so make sure you all tune in, Pop Culture, or to wait, this is bye week. So, yeah, share, like, and follow, and shots. See you.
WTF Nation Radio. WTF Nation Radio.
Sometimes when I look at, I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, I think it's WTF Army or something.
The voice of U.S. Army. WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
So deep, a midnight rain, no time for sleep. In Murray Street like golden hand. The strangest sights in this foreign land. Drill sergeant's rage, a fiery storm. Private antics far from the norm in the shadows where the secrets lie. Army WTF, you can't deny. Army W, the stories unfold. In the heart of the chaos, the truth is told. From the field to the base, In the Army's world, we're the brave and bold. Live the moments that make us say, Army double for fuff every single day.
Everything stated on WTF Nation Radio is to be considered the opinion of the person that stated it, and not an official representation of WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments.
Price does not include tax, title, or license. Some assembly required. Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
please enjoy the show. Shots.